fates are far more terrifying than death. Oh man, this this place is messed up, man. I've had to have died here at least a dozen times already. Not. I just said, ah, ah. Pain, suffering. Oh my god. Chuck, I need your help with this one. What they're doing here. Yeah, we can attack this, and then what? It moves. For what? Nothing happens. Back over there. That's it. don't understand. I think I'm gonna have to look this one up. Yeah, Wondovis's great sword is indeed in here. Wait. Collect the grief, then hit the vibrating pillar so that it's breathing fire out the way you came in. What the hell? Oh. Nice? I don't even know how they all died. But they did. And that's what's important. Time for Crucible Night. Oh no, 2 Crucible Nights. Rats! You're all rats! Hey guys. Okay, so my skeletons are literally already all dead. That's concerning. Clown. down in this motherfucker. Nice! Very nice. Jesse, I don't have a fucking plan. Shot! Shot, am I cooked? Hello! Oh, he is the great sword. No, wrong blast. Dude! Alright. also different.
Greed! We pay a great price. So I'll have to... Dude. Oh! Down to the wire. And it's not looking good. No! No! How? It's horse shit. Oh my god! Just... I don't want to go back to change my shit. Why do there have to be guys out here, man? No, it's locked onto the wrong one. Oh! attack him in fucking chain. Dude. Can I just get a chance to heal? Oh, I'm dead. Holy shit. Move to finish. This is crazy, dude. You're kidding! Every time he did the summon hit! Every time! He's not there! It's not good! It's not good! Dude, we were this close. This close twice in a row! Both times we got fucked over by the stall! That's phew. I'm gonna take out this dude first. I don't know better for oh my god. Mantled them. Now what do I do? I have to take out two first though. The only choice. Staggered. Never my turn. Dude! She's no way. This is crazy, man! I just can't get away! He's so fast! Your attacks are so big. One of these guys is tough. Two? Holy shit. These skeletons fuck off, dude. know, right? Yeah, this is why I need the one taken care of. Oh, that's new. Let's go gambling! I can't see. I'm literally trapped in this corner. That's cool. Oh man, I need one of these guys there. Preferably the tougher one, but no, the other dude seems perfectly fucking adept at destroying my skeletons. These guys should. Doesn't actually need a fucking weapon too. Oh, but I can't. Look, they're already dead. The other dude's too good at killing them. Huh? I dodged. Oh, he's going for it. That's... Huh? I don't understand how I could dodge anybody. I don't understand how I could dodge any better. That attack timing is ridiculous. And he killed all of my guys too. I have to kill the other one first. He will destroy my skeletons. I just don't want to have to face this other dude, because he's so much more dangerous. Like a million times more dangerous. Getting hit the wall of the boss room. Like there was no reason you had to put skeletons. Alright, one of them is literally already dead. They're right next to me. I can't do anything. They're right next to it. I'm what I'm supposed to do. You guys can just go ahead and kill me. This guy's Please tell me the chariots don't respawn. Okay, flasks.
chariots have respawned. I'm going to kill off that shit. Okay, they haven't. At least there's that. What's up here? Look around. Pain. Suffering. This other guy is just a billion times worse. Green. Green orc.
No way! Could you just die? If I get hit of this, dude, it's crazy how much reach he has. It's absurd. I'm dead. Dude, it's crazy how much reach he has. It's absurd. Dude. That's crazy. Please steady. My favorite moves. How does that... How does that whiff? How in the world? This guy is so OP. Like, him alone would have been a fucking scary enough boss fight. It really would have. Of course, he manages to hit me again. They're all dead. This run's over. Totally orangey. Tell me what I did that got my skeletons killed faster that time. Tell me. Nothing is the answer. RNG. Complete luck. That was unlucky. But you can't tell me otherwise. Oh my god. I'm just done, man. Okay. That hits me. That doesn't stagger, he fucking blocks it, he skewers me with a delayed attack. Attack. Stops. There's one, greed. Tells me. I can't get it off. Murdering them all. They're ganging together. crazy how little damage I've actually done with this guy this time. I figured it out. It's not that the other guy's killing him faster. It's that this guy takes so much longer to kill. This has more health. Oh my god. I can't do anything about this. Just chill. Agreed? No. No! He just keeps spamming! He just keeps going! He was gonna do another attack after that. It was literally never gonna be my turn. It was never going to be my turn. It's crazy. It's crazy how much he just gets to keep attacking before you get a turn. Dude, why are they here? Why? I don't understand. Dude. Probably not gonna go my way. Alright, this is our best route. Alright, he's dead. Awesome. Spectacular. Oh! Motherfuckers! You. That was personal. Free is free. Free.
Hello?
Hello.
Steve, you literally just missed me beating the Crucible Knights for Ardovis's great sword.
Oh, you got Ordorvis?
That fight was
How long did
ass!
I told you.
And just as
I
ass was
told you.
getting there!
I I tried to warn you. How long did it take you?
Dude, all told, getting through the dungeon and beating the bosses, that probably took me like an hour and a half, 2 hours.
Oh man, that's brutal.
Let's go ahead
Have
and
you
just.
tried it out? Oh, you just beat him.
I literally just beat him like a minute before you joined the call, not even. Oh, those rats! Just the one would have been bad enough. Luckily, my skeletons clutched up and completely distracted the one guy while I killed the tough one.
Which one's the tough one?
The tough one's Odorvis, man.
Oh yeah. It's my go-to. It is bronze though, so drip might be a little
I'd
off.
also be stealing your thunder.
You are. I give you permission to steal my thunder. If anything, I've just converted another follower. I'm back home and I'm debating if I get on PC to watch you or have you on my phone and then play Elden Ring. Because I haven't played anything for a week.
I wish this game was cross-play.
I mean, yeah, who was that, man? It's like the one thing holding them
We
back.
could 1v1.
I mean, you probably have just as good chance as I, because I do not have PC.
Get shit on, get shit on. My first victim.
I might just try to help people with the final boss of the DLC.
Dude, just tell him to. I could send you the video. Just send him the video of the guy fucking literally not blocking or dodging a single attack.
Like, that shit was insane.
Insanely easy. I didn't even have to try.
But if he's actually... I mean, that just goes to show you, if you really want to make everything easy, there's a build that can trivialize every boss. If you want to go the distance. I personally don't like doing that because it kind of, for me, slightly defeats the purpose.
Okay, so Dragon Claw Shield. What does it do?
Stream for me.
I'm streaming on YouTube, but I guess I'll stream on Discord. You can go back and watch the film of me suffering against the Crucible Knights.
Oh, I will. You're
like, dude, stop back rolling. Dude, sip up! Sip up!
Sip up. I'm just gonna take a sip.
What does this even do that makes it any different than a normal Great Shield?
It might be able to summon lightning.
It just has a shield bash.
Oh, is that what it is?
I mean, that's
Is it
what
a
it
shield bash?
reads as its Ash of War. And it doesn't
Yeah,
have
you
any
can, like,
passive
run it.
effects. Don't other Great Shields get the ability to slot a shield bash, though?
Well, is this like an orange?
It's a Dragon Claw.
Because there are certain weapons
It
that
does say imbued with lightning in the description.
you might be able to summon lightning.
Skill, shield bash, brace behind shield before using body weight to ram foes while maintaining guarding stance. Weaker enemies can be shoved backwards and even staggered. Great shield
Because,
is fun.
like, certain weapons just have an ability that can't be changed. Like, it's just unique. Like the Ardorvis,
Good news of yeah, I know, but like Shield Bash didn't seem like a unique one. Steve, it's
I'm not
fine.
sure.
I got the drip. A tree sentinel.
You have his axe, don't you?
I do. The golden halberd. Or I could use Godric's axe. I command thee. Kneel.
Kneel. I mean, that does look fresh.
Witness.
I see you're using my sword, my shield. Have you adopted the brass shield
I
supremacy?
literally just put it on right now because I
Uh,
had on the Ordavis great sword. I was like, I need a brass look here.
I also use the same seal you do, the Beastman seal.
The claw mark seal.
The Clawmark seal, yeah. The one from
I
Beast
mean,
Clergyman.
it's the only one I have other than the finger seal, and it seems just straight better. And well, actually, it doesn't scale as well with faith, but seeing as I have uh,
It's
eh,
good for what you're doing.
wait, I have 19 faith. Oh, I still have a great rune active. Or I could go with the crucible drip.
You can go with the Ordorvis build. You, if you're doing that, you gotta learn. You gotta learn all the Crucible Knight incantations.
No, no. I have a heavy load though. I can't wear all this armor. Maybe if I took off that, I mean that helps. Not enough. Maybe if I put on a different shield that was lighter.
Oh man, you're level 70.
Yeah, if I put on a lighter shield, I'm able to.
Yeah, that does massive damage.
No, I beat them with my ever trusty Lord Sworn straight sword.
The Lord, he's Lord Sworn.
Like I want to use these other weapons, but dude, square off is so goaded.
I'm telling you, man, Ordorvis cooks.
Like, unless if it's gonna stagger them in a single hit, it can't be better.
It
Honestly.
does way more. Well, it's especially good if you have a summon that so the boss is distracted, because then you can get a full charge. And a full charge, if you have the, what I do is I have my mix flash make it so I do more poise damage for each attack. It destroys bosses. Destroys them. Like a DLC boss, I was on level 4. Me and my mimic were did the charge at the same time and did like a third of our health bar. Well, it wasn't a third. We like nuked a lot, like 25%, and we got a stagger. All right, honestly, I'm gonna take a shit, and I'm not gonna be in the call when I'm doing it. So I'll be right back.
What?
Oh, maybe I'll mute my mic and watch your gameplay.
I need
Well,
to
I'm taking
hear
a
the
shit.
shit. No.
I'll take a shit while watching, but I'll mute myself.
Flame, grant me strength. This great sword's pretty heavy. Guess we'll go back to the slums. Actually, let's go upgrade this thing, because we can.
Well, I took you've no matter lay out your arms then.
I need more runes. I need more runes. Holy ground. Improves dodge rolling, but increases damage taken. I got a bunch of shit from down there. Really good. Some good sloot.
Back already, no matter.
So expensive.
Back already, no matter.
Greetings, are you here for spirit tuning?
Yes, I am. I'm here to buff the graveyard boys. No, nothing you can do for me.
I'm done taking a shit.
I buffed up the Ordovis' greatsword as best I could.
5, huh?
In case I plan to use it. I think I'd like to get a great shield. I haven't used one yet. I mean, I have this wooden great shield that I can use, but otherwise I
I
don't
never
have.
have either, so.
I don't have enough strength for any of the others, but I could use the wooden great shield. But it doesn't even have 100 physical protection. Although, to be fair, all of the other great shields are... Are these called legendary armaments? Armaments? Whatever, they can't be infused. It's like, I don't know. I'm not sure. I mean, they're also ugly.
Yeah?
I find that to be the case with most legendary armaments.
You. What is it?
Don't talk to me like that.
He was
You. What is it?
he was
I
studying
thought
up
we
to
were
you.
on good terms, man. Thought we were buddies.
She hides in a cave to the west of
Cave
the
of the
ruins.
Laskier ruins. What are the Laskier ruins? Are these the Laskier ruins?
Yeah, under the big cliff, there's probably shit there.
Yeah, there's a whole village down there, and I've been there.
Yeah, did you do anything?
A few things. But
Did you meet someone?
didn't meet her. Didn't meet any woman. I met a man.
Is she there now?
Old
Did you kill a
Albus.
boss?
Did I kill who?
Like a boss?
Yeah.
I don't know what to say to you.
He says a cave to the west. This would be underneath.
Oh,
not to the
wait a
west.
minute.
No, wait. Whoa.
I know what this
These are
quest
the
line
Laskier
is.
ruins, so this is what he speaks of. Cave to the west, correct?
What did he want you to do?
We will go talk to him.
What is it now? There are 4 more demigods, yet Nicola, his twin, Luna Princess, and the one only known as the Lord of Blood.
The Lord of
Rani
Blood?
said to have cast aside her grey
Yeah.
rune. So if you
Moog.
should learn anything of these matters, I'll trade your findings for a hidden treasure or a long-lost right, known only to me. We both desire to stand before the Elden Ring and become Elden Lord. As such, I hope we are compelled to work together. Find the Albinor. She hides in a cave to the west of the
A cave to the west of the Laskier ruins.
What does he want you to do?
Medallion's counterpart.
She knows the location of the medallion's counterpart. Which the guy down here gave me half of the medallion.
Yes. Okay.
So west. This is west.
Yeah, I know where that is.
So where's the cave? Can I not spot it from here? I guess we're just gonna go here. I guess Patch is left.
Well, actually, I know where he is.
You're probably in the city. I had to guess. So west of the ruins. Do you know what a cave to the west of the last key of ruins are?
I was doing that quest like not too long ago, because I didn't do it in my first playthrough.
Dog. Just get out of combat so I could look at my map. Or if I could just look at my map while in combat, that would be pretty sick. Just saying. You don't have to let me teleport, just let me look at the map. So these are the last key ruins. And this is west. So where over here, Steve?
Well, it's somewhere on the line. It's like it's gonna be around the wall you're on right now. It's gonna be on like the cavern wall somewhere, like that. Yeah,
I think it would be
it's gonna be behind you somewhere in an opening.
Oh, that was quick.
Yep.
This calls for a great sword. These guys aren't ready. This better not be a trap chest. Look at the boys! You can't hit me during my chain. Or hit me
Yeah,
out of it.
that's why I love it. It's actually like one of the best weapons at fighting like invader dudes, because they'll walk up to you, hit you, and then you nuke their health bar. And
Oh,
make
that
them
wasn't
fall.
even with the great attack. That was just the normal light attacks, which is... I just haven't used enough great swords. These guys are pretty low. I was using a claymore because I found a new Ash of War that I'm pretty fond of.
What is it?
Wild Strikes. Just walk forward and keep swinging, and you can chain it into a heavier attack. Hello, dog creature. Nuke! Spear Talisman. That sounds good. Enhances counterattacks unique to thrusting weapons. Oh. It does not.
So spears. It's good for spears.
Yeah. Oh, I don't use them much anymore because I don't do enough stagger for my taste. In general, they also don't do that great damage compared to swords. They kind of just have reach, and you can use them while blocking with a shield.
Yep. Serpent Hunter is probably one of the better spears.
Is this a dead end? Take a step forward. Oh! Liar ahead. Likely dog. So, like, who let the snails free dice?
Nature.
No, I don't believe it.
It's probably a Vaji Vids thing about this. He's the wife of Souls games, FromSoft games.
Sounds like a tough job.
Yeah, just talking about FromSoft lore.
Doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
Half of it's nonsense. What's that? That just back here? Yeah, I bet I could one-shot you all at the same time. Fuck you guys! Eat shit!
Yeah. That's why I like good old Ordormus right there.
How much FP do I have still? Not here. Oh, I'm alive.
I'd sip up, my son.
Hello? You again. Eat shit. Oh, he interrupted it! I don't think it's possible. He interrupted it again!
I want to go for full charge against fast attacking things. You gotta get the half charge off.
Minions!
Dude, the Royal Guard is hilarious.
Oh, RIP! I'm so overleveled!
And what you do when they're staggered and I have a bunch of buddies, I just charge a full Mother One right in his face.
Why not?
Or I get a stagger and then do a half charge, so when he gets up, he also gets hit by that.
I mean, doing a crit puts them into more stagger, so you can go for another after that. I did it. Key required ahead. Or seek bog.
Oh, yeah. The lady's over here.
You the lady?
Foul tarnished. What do you want?
Don't call me
I
foul.
told the all-hearing brute that I possess no such medallion. Or have you come to take more from me? Was my other half not enough? Or do you speak true? So old Albus entrusted his medallion to you. Then I've no choice but to trust that this was his dying will. Let's try again. I'm Latena, an Albinoric, the same as old Albus. My apologies for my coarse words earlier. I
Forgiven.
presumed the worst. Seeing that you're another tarnished like that.
She thought you were the people who slaughtered her
I
village.
hope that you will forgive me. The medallion's better off in your hands anyway. Would you consider doing me a great service?
I'd consider
I
it.
must go back. There is something I must do, even if I must say farewell to my wolf Lobo. Will you
Can't
show me
leave the
way?
wolf.
He's about to
Land of
die.
Jupiter's Halid tree. If you accept, I would gladly apprise you. of the whereabouts of the medallion's other half. Thank you kindly. They say the other half of the medallion is beyond the Forbidden Lands, north of the Erdtree, in Castle Sol, on the mountain tops of the Giants, accessible by the Grand Lift of Rold.
Oh, how do I get to the Grand Lift of
Then
Roll?
I suppose it's time.
I'll show you,
Farewell,
but
Lobo.
you won't be able to go there for a long
My
time.
faithful wolf.
Well,
My better
not a
half.
long time, but
I will go with the Tarnished, so that our journey will not have been in vain. Forgive me, Lobo.
Time for morning.
Call upon me when needed, and I will fight at your side.
Time for sadness. You sure the wolf's dying?
yeah.
I mean, he's sleeping.
No, he's not sleeping.
I said sleeping wolf shack.
Well, sleeping isn't sleeping with the fishes.
Man, just let me have this. Pretend he's
Lobo's
alive.
fine. Lobo's fine, Shaw.
Tell
He's
me
totally
about
fine.
the Lobos, George.
He's on a nice farm where all the wolves are taken very good care of.
Well,
Oh, I'm at the site. I beat the final boss.
now what? Oh, I know what I should do. I came upon this dungeon that had two bosses. I was able to beat neither. So here we are, back in.
Oh, you want to fight two bosses, do you? I could show you to one of them.
This is the wrong dungeon, I think.
A message was appraised. I'm famous.
This is the
Two
right one.
appraisals.
By the way, Steve, just thought I'd let you know it's Kensei Fest.
Oh man, some level can't say.
Couldn't have you not knowing that.
Well, thank God. What would I do with my fully completed drip? Actually, I am not in shape to beat the final boss right now. I should go do other things.
Yeah, there's two bosses in this dungeon. One of them is a summoner. He seems like the easy one. And the other one is
Oh,
the
it's
Black
this one.
Knife Assassin.
It's this one.
So let's go fight the summoner first. I bet I can destroy his ass before we go this. Come here, big man.
Did I kill Rykar?
Yeah, you're not a big dog. You're a snake. Oh! I just tried to fucking poison through everything.
Alright, you can't be careless now.
What do you mean? Of course I can.
Like, you got the poise, but do you have the health? That's another matter.
We're learning, man.
It is a learning curve. It's true. Very hard to use, I promise.
I don't know about that. Do you ever use your left pointer finger for your right joystick?
No. Wait. What are you talking about? What are you talking about?
Look, sometimes in Dark Souls here, you gotta run around while also moving your camera, while
Yeah,
also holding circle.
I do a very disgusting thing with my hand.
So I kind of
Or
was
sometimes
too.
if I'm just chilling, I reach up and I aim with my chin sometimes when I'm lazy.
This is bad.
I don't think. Wait, I don't think I fought this lady before.
Okay, screw it. I have summons too.
Jeff.
Oh,
Oh, Jeff.
fuck off! I will fucking end you!
Jeff,
Oh!
you're how far? You're how far?
Oh!
Jeff. Might want to wait till her skulls are depleted. Oh, okay, there you go. Let the
Yes!
minions. Let the minions.
Yes! Now what? Now what? Oh, I'm at a FP.
You're out of mana.
Yeah,
My
now
messenger
what?
appraised again.
Now what?
Wait.
Why am I not doing the attack? Huh? Oh my god, my great rune ran out. I don't have enough faith to wield this!
Oh, the damage is sad.
Fine. Me and my minions got this.
Minion? That was almost bad. That was almost real bad.
Fuck, he's dead.
That was a disaster. Bro, my messenger's getting appraised.
How much
I'm
faith do I
actually
need?
claimed
I need one more
4
faith.
appraises.
Oh, I need more strength too. Shit. I need 5 more strength. I guess we're just gonna take it off for now then. And put back on the claymore. Okay, Steve, I need your help with this next game. What we're gonna do is we're gonna go. We can't even go back to rest. We ain't going.
Oh, you're doing the black knife, dude?
Yeah. You never fought that other boss in here?
No, I don't think I. Maybe I have, but
It
I
is
don't
a
remember.
secret passage.
I remember the black knife guy though. Coming.
Protect me, my minions! Do they know where he is? They do! Do they?
He's
Oh,
supposed
he's
to.
attacking them! My goats! Eat shit. Just eat shit. Come here. Ah!
I love your little skeleton crew. It is actually adorable. They're all banging their shield. Look at them. They're all just running around in circles.
Phalanx formation, gentlemen! Dude, this is so much easier with summons. Holy shit, I wasn't summoning before. Last time I did this. He does not stand still.
Well, it's especially better when you have a summon that has multiple dudes.
Yes, bang your shields!
Emoting on it.
Victory! Well done, gentlemen.
Bum, bum, bum,
Who needs a mimic
Somewhere
when you have the goons?
beyond the sea.
And what's this? How much FP does a mimic summon take?
It doesn't take FP. It eats your health.
Do you just flask after?
Yeah.
That's OP.
Yeah.
You could do that and another summon?
No. You can only summon one thing.
Oh.
But yes, it is OP. If your guy is stagnant enough, he has the potential to solo bosses.
Why play the game when he can play it for you?
Although it's like lower level bosses for sure. Like he could solo, like my mimic could solo Godric, and I have absolute faith.
This is max
I
potential.
saw a video of a goldfish beating Godric.
A, a goldfish?
I'm not joking.
I feel like you're joking.
No. Like the fish, like certain areas in the tank were marked certain buttons, and when he swam to a new little section, it activated a button.
Dude, this is
And the
some
goldfish beat Godric.
this is some monkeys and keyboards type shit, dude.
It
This is
worked.
some monkeys and
Like the
typewriters ass
goldfish
shit.
wandered into two insanely clutch heals.
90% of monkeys with typewriters stop typing right before they write out Hamlet.
Like literally. And like someone was like, it may have
90% of
been,
goldfish stop before they beat Godric.
he was like a literal goldfish beat Godric. What's your excuse? I can't imagine how many tries it was though, because they didn't show that part.
Dude, I mean, I feel like it could have been edited.
No, the whole thing's live.
AI generated. I don't know. I am struggling to believe that a goldfish beat Godric.
I think he was super over leveled. To be fair.
Oh, to be fair, I did see someone beat Radon without blocking or dodging. So you know what? If he has that build, why not?
Goldfish beats Radon next. That will never happen. Because, yeah, I doubt it. I mean, again, like, a monkey could write Shakespeare by pure luck. So a goldfish could beat Radon by pure luck. I'm gonna put my summon sign in front of Morgoth.
Well, to the capital city then, I suppose. Alright. Well, I have 15 faith, which is enough for me to use flame granting me strength now. It's time to spec in 2 strength. Could also respec into it. Could go take off some vitality or endurance. I mean, not vitality, vigor or endurance. And go get some more strength. What do you think, Steve?
What are you using?
Well, for more strength, I need more strength for Dorvis's greatsword.
Do you want to use this?
Maybe, but I also need more strength for great shields, which is something else also.
Then might as well.
I mean, this one requires 44 strength.
Oh, I love the Landell ambience, man.
I hate the way that you walk, the way that you talk. Also thinking maybe I should use Kratos' axe.
You could, if you want to. That's the beauty of this game, Chef. I mean, at that point you gotta have a spear and like double wield chaos blades.
Dude, hold on. No. I also got the Kratos spear here with Partisan, what I was using before for my spear. It's totally Dropnir. Look at this and tell me it isn't the Dropnir spear. It's got the red little.
You just need the chaos blades now.
The Blades of Chaos might be a challenge to come by. I guess I'd have to dual wield whips.
I mean, there's some like blade looking ones. Like Radons are close to the shape, but they're not really like they don't have like the chain aspect, and you can't light them on fire like you can for others.
Yeah, I gotta spec the Highland Axe for Frost. I guess I don't have to spec Partisan for anything. Maybe Holy Damage, that seems about right. And then I'd get Flame for the whips. We have God of War at home.
Hmm. 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 Hmm.
What do you think about hammers?
Hammers? They're good. Some of them are hammers are great for stagger. Doing the jump R2, they have good poise and they do good stagger, which is very good.
This Great Mace looks kind of sick. Perfect for
Dark
my
Prince? Dark
exactly what I was
Prince?
thinking. Perfect for my Dark Prince cosplay.
Ha, ha, ha.
Well, let me put
And
some
dude,
Dark
you
Prince
summoning
strip.
the Royal Guard actually does make perfect sense, by the way. You
No, that
both
doesn't.
got your. No, both of the cards in
No,
the
I'm talking
game
about
have
maybe
the
drip.
shield.
I'm looking for some Dark Prince drip right now.
Oh, that reminds me, Chef. There is some armor I need to go get.
Ha Text mates, stop acting like you're better than me.
We are better than you.
We are not the same. And he's out of here.
You want me to direct you to something special, Chef?
Sure.
Go to the underworld.
The Underminer.
Let's not bring minors into this, please. Fuck. Die?
Fuck who?
There's a guy. Had to fuck him.
Alright, fuck, marry, kill Godric, Moog, and Rodon.
Well, you gotta fuck Radon.
That means you
Well,
have to marry one of the other two.
wait a second. Mikula would marry Radon, canonically. Fuck Moog, canonically. And probably kill Godric. That's the Mikula answer.
Well, I didn't ask for the Mikola answer. I asked for your answer.
Well, Moog is innocent, so we're not going to kill him. Well, innocent of being a pedophile, not innocent of running a blood cult. So, innocent in his own way. Godric, so we're going to kill Godric. And I mean, if you're saying no to smashing Radon, I don't know what you're doing. So
You're marrying Moog?
look, I would, yeah. Moog he wasn't really that bad of a guy, all things considered. In Elden Ring standards, not that bad of a guy.
I thought Moog was the snake.
No, that's Rykard. You have to kill that thing with in any way you can. You are killing Serpent Devourer Rykard every chance you get.
You devour the very
Mogan's the dude in
gods.
like the Red Little Palace.
The Scarlet Keep.
No, that is part of the DLC, Chef.
I literally saw a fucking Elden Ring video where they got to some location called Shadow Keep. It was like, no, 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 no,
Yeah,
no,
Yeti.
no,
Was
no,
it
no.
Yeti?
I have no idea who it was. I have no recollection of the
Because I
video.
was watching a guy named Yeti, and the same thing happened. He's like,
Probably.
oh! He was
Probably,
just like
man.
freaking out.
Oh yeah, it was Yeti. It was Yeti. It's Zanny's friend.
Yeah, buddy. Like, me too, buddy. Me too. Trust me, this Shadow Keep is one of the best areas to like find. It's big improvement. No! No! You're alive?
Okay.
I'm trying to
watch
find
a
the
video
sound
on Great Hammers.
Okay, well, I was gonna direct you somewhere, Chef.
Oh, you can direct me there then.
Actually, I'm in the middle of something. Actually, to be honest.
Wow, man! So you tell me not to do something, and you're like, you know what? I'm busy. Like what?
Well, I'm like right there. I'm like right there. Trust.
Well, would I be better off using a hammer or a great hammer?
Well, depends. Oh no! No! Get away from me!
In this Elden Ring video, I'm going to be showing you why great hammers are the best weapon in Elden Ring. This is the 20th video in a series of videos where we showcase...
Also, for all of my advice on weapons so far, they've come from this guy, Fextra Life, who has an entire series on every weapon type in the game and why they are the best in the game. He does not believe they are all the best. But that is the title for all of them.
each weapon from a given weapon category. Go through the pros and cons of that weapon to help you make better decisions about whether you want to use that weapon or not in your build. But first, before we get into the great hammers themselves, let's take a look at the pros and cons of this weapon group as well.
Where the fuck is my Sauron armor?
Well as the play styles that I think most people who
Do
use
you
great
know
hammers
where
would
it
use.
is,
So starting with the pros of great hammers first, the first thing is quite obvious. This weapon type has the highest stance damage of any weapon type in the game except for colossal weapons that are also hammers. So if you're trying to do stance breaks on enemies, this is one of the, if not the easiest weapon type to do this with. And there are certain Ashes of War and weapon skills in the game that will actually do more stance damage when using this weapon type if you use them, making it very, very good for this playstyle. A lot of these weapons can be acquired quite easily and early on in the game, or at least in the first half, giving you a broad selection of great hammers to use compared to some other weapons in the game. The two-handed light attacks of great hammers is actually faster than you would think, and it allows you to kind of make enemies flinch by hitting them repeatedly and also build up stance damage on them. And I think it's much faster than you would initially realize if you were looking at this weapon type. And lastly, strike damage is a useful damage type against some of the most annoying enemies in the game. If you're fighting like the gargoyles, it's a good damage type. Some of the enemies where you hit them and their hardness is so much, your weapon normally rebuffs off to them, like the crystallines,
but where?
like that. So there is a good place for strike damage in this game.
Find the wrong one?
Do that damage type. The cons of this weapon type are that even though it attacks faster with its two-handed moveset than you would think, it still attacks generally slower than many weapon types in the game. And additionally, only 2 great hammers have native status effect buildup on them out of the 14, so if you're trying to play a status effect build, your options are kind of limited. And lastly, they tend to be somewhat heavy, and even though they're not that heavy compared to some of the colossal weapons in the game, they are still heavier than the majority of weapons in the game, making them particularly difficult to use early on and manage your weight without fat rolling. So talking about the playstyles that most people using great hammers will use, I think there's really predominantly 2 ways people will play. The first is simply just two-handed great hammer and going to town with it. predominantly because if you're playing it earlier on in the game, this allows you to manage your weight more effectively, and because a single charge R2 from a Great Hammer will stagger most enemies, and 2 of them will, knock down most bosses, and if you block counter, you do very high stance damage as well, so you could theoretically charge R2 block counter, knock down a boss, most bosses. So there isn't really a need to do anything else when that can be your strategy. And the second way is just because there are a bunch of faith scaling Great Hammers in this game, particularly the unique ones, pairing it with a Sacred Seal and pumping yourself, or using something like the Clawmark Seal, and pumping strength and faith and throwing incantations while also two-handing a Great Hammer makes a lot of sense. You could use a Great Shield with a Great Hammer if you want.
Alright, I'm using my freaking phone to
it takes
find this
a lot
shit.
of endurance in order to use both of these things and not fat roll all over the place if you have decent armor. So it's very, very difficult to do, so I think most people are just going to play with one single weapon, or a single weapon and a Sacred Seal. So those things out of the way, let's take a look at the unique Great Hammers first, and the first one up is the Envoy's Longhorn. The Envoy's Longhorn shares the default moveset of most Great Hammers and deals physical and holy damage. It has an average weight for a Great Hammer.
I'm gonna pass. I don't want to be a bubble blowing baby.
It's the default moveset of most Great
Alright,
Hammers.
we can
And
use
deals
like
physical and
a fucking like lamp post.
fire damage. It's fire
Be
damage,
an
Great Hammer
be
level 5,
anchor
and
pill.
requires
Be
26
anchor
strength, 8
pill.
dexterity, and
What?
The anchor.
Do you know what I'm talking about? Where you just like send out a bunch of flames around you by sticking.
Yeah,
it
you can do that. But
22
you can also
fade
be
in
an
order to use
anchor.
effectively. The cranial vessel candlestick is a phenomenal Great Hammer.
Oh,
It's
yeah,
the second
that
longest
is
Great
what
Hammer
the
in
guy
the ring. It
used
has
to fucking not dodge or block or dodge.
very high attack rating for Great Hammer, and its weapon skill Surge of Faith deals
He
a
had the
ton of
fucking
damage
most hideous strip.
if you can land it.
Oh lord.
However, it
That's
is
what
tied
you
for the
gotta
heaviest
do,
Great Hammer,
man.
and you cannot find it until close to the end of the game. Surge of Faith deals a lot of fire
Bro's
damage,
wearing
hitting
like
a
a
range of a
girdle.
small radius, and then rains fireballs down from the sky, and you can continue to rain them down with repeated inputs, but the AoE is only produced on the first input, and is the vast majority of the damage of this weapon skill. Since Surge of Faith deals 100% fire damage, you can buff it easily with Fire Scorpion Charm and Fire Shroud Crackdeer, as well as Warrior Jar Shard or Shard of Alexander. The sweet spot for this weapon is around 50 strength and 50 faith, with faith
Well,
and
this
fire
thing seems pretty good, but
It's one of the lightest Great Hammers in Elden Ring, like 9 and requires strength, 10 dexterity, and 18 faith in order to use effectively. The Beast Claw Great Hammer might be my favorite Great Hammer in Elden Ring. Despite lower attack rating than many Great Hammers, the fact that it does some holy damage, and despite the fact you can't get it until very far in the game, I just love its weapon skill Regal Beast Claw, which does 100% physical damage, and I appreciate that strength, dexterity, and faith all increase Regal Beast Claw damage. Regal Beast Claw does a cone-shaped AoE, not like the Beast Claw incantation, but it does more damage, and it does hit in a wider cone, though the claws don't travel as far as its spell counterpart. The damage Regal Beast Claw deals is somewhat modest, but it's nearly impossible not to hit the target with it, and because it deals only physical damage, you can boost its damage with Flame Grant Me Strength effectively. The sweet spot for this weapon is around 50 strength and 50 dexterity with minimum requirements in faith. However, since you have 18 faith in order to use this weapon effectively anyway, you might as well take it up to 25 in order to use Golden Vow and Flame Grant Me Strength. I suggest taking faith up to 50 after strength and dexterity, and then continuing with strength and dexterity in the game plus.
do you use
And-
Golden Vow, Steve?
I do.
As I mentioned, all 3 of these stats increase the
course.
damage of Regal Beast Claw.
You meta
I like to swing this
slave.
weapon only using a seal for the buffing spells I mentioned leading into the Ashes of War, and using Warrior Jar Shard or
I
Shard of Alexander to
did it
extend damage further.
before I had to
Consider
fight
using Carrying for
Don,
Request to reduce its FP cost from 20 to 15
but
as well.
I had to whip out a bunch.
And the
I
last
had to
Great
whip out
Hammer
a
is the
bunch
Devour
of
Scepter.
stuff.
The Devour Scepter shares the default moveset of most Great Hammers and deals physical and fire damage. It's one of the heaviest Great Hammers in Elden Ring, weighing 11.5, and requires 24 strength, 20 dexterity, and 25 faith in order to use effectively. The Devour Scepter might be the longest Great Hammer in Elden Ring, and you might be able to acquire it rather early on, but it's certainly not the best Great Blade. The Devour Scepter might be the
Oh
longest
shit! I got this dude's armor. And a Horn Warrior sword. Let's
Great Hammer in
go.
Elden Ring, and you might be able to acquire it rather early on, but it's certainly not the best Great Hammer. Not only is it very heavy and has the highest stat requirements of all Great Hammers, but its weapon skill costs a ton of FP and does very poor damage. Devourer of Worlds does 100% fire damage and a medium-ish AoE and heals you for 15% of your max HP for each enemy hit, which sounds great, right? Well, it does very poor damage, and I mean very poor, and because it costs 35 FP, you can't use it very often. Even when optimized to get the most out of this weapon skill, buff with Flame Grant Me Strength, Golden Vow, Fire Shroud and Crackdeer, Shard of Alexander, Fire Scorpion Charm, and Ritual Sword Talisman, I could not... And this brings us to the infusible Great Hammers in Elden Ring, and first up is the Large Club. The Large Club shares the default moveset of most Great Hammers and deals physical damage. It's tied for lightest Great Hammer in Elden Ring, weighing 8.5, and requires 20 strength in order to use effectively. The Large Club is a good option for those wanting to use a Great Hammer right away, since you can acquire it in the first 5 minutes of the game. It's also tied for the lightest Great Hammer in Elden Ring and makes it easier to use early on, and it's the 3rd longest Great Hammer. The downside is that its attack rating is
put
rather
this
low.
hat on and talk to ladies.
Or Barrack Roar is not a terrible Ash of War, and changes the charged heavy attack of the weapon to a combo that can be used quite effectively while also boosting physical damage and strength scaling. It's not the greatest Ash of War since you need good poison protection as you typically trade damage, but there are worse out there. I suggest changing this when you can to something like Storm Cloud, Stamp Upward Cut, Stamp Sweep, or Lion's Claw. Both Stamp Upward Cut and Lion's Claw do 42 stance damage when used with Great Hammers, allowing you to stance break many bosses in 2 hits. Infusion-wise, Fire and Lightning and Magic are virtually tied for highest attack rating, with Sacred and Flame Art coming in second. Heavy is a bit behind that, and Cold is not far behind Heavy. Stamp Sweep works well with the Blood Infusion, so consider it if you want to take advantage of hemorrhage. You can either two-hand this weapon or use it with a Great Shield when you get one, though you can still block counter with this weapon in a pinch. Up next is the Curved Great Club. The Curved Great Club shares the default moveset of most Great Hammers and deals physical damage. It has an average weight for a Great Hammer in Elden Ring weighing 10 and requires 24 strength and 10 dexterity in order to use effectively. The Curved Great Club is the pound-for-pound king of infusible Great Hammers. It has the highest attack rating of them all, except when set to heavy or cold, and you can acquire it pretty early on by farming and learning of the lakes, and it's one of the longer Great Hammers in Elden Ring. And what's amazing is it's not a very Great Hammer.
Look,
Like a
I'm
large
a
club, this weapon
dancing
also comes
lion.
with a
Look,
typically
look
long
at
range
me.
for something else. I really like Flaming Strike on this weapon because
Excuse
it has the
me?
highest flame art attack rating of all infusible Great Hammers, allowing you to make a solid faith build with it and two-handed only for 16 strength. Infusion-wise, Fire and Lightning is in first place with 819 attack rating, with Magic in second at 799, and Sacred and Flame Art coming in third at 792. Heavy and Cold are much further behind, and I recommend using a different Great Hammer if you like these infusions, because there are several that have best scaling and strength. I like to two-hand this weapon with Sacred Seal, setting it to the Flame Art or Sacred Infusion, needing 16 strength in order to two-hand it, and then cranking Faith sky high in order to be able to cast incantations with Erdtree Seal, and still have fantastic melee damage, with a weapon that also has very good stance damage. Up next is the Great Mace. The Great Mace shares the default moveset of most Great Hammers and deals physical damage. One of the heaviest Great Hammers known, ring weighing 11.5, and requires 28 points of strength in order to use effectively. The Great Mace slaps hard and is an excellent Great Hammer. It has very high attack rating for a Great Hammer, it's longer than most other Great Hammers, and you can find it reasonably quickly if you know where to go, and it has fantastic heavy scaling. The only downside is that it's pretty heavy for a Great Hammer. Endure is an excellent weapon skill that increases your damage absorption by 45% and increases your poise for 3 seconds, allowing you to tank damage and not be interrupted while you take advantage of Great Hammer charged heavy attacks that can stance break most bosses in 2 hits. You can, however, change it to another if you wish. Infusion-wise, Fire and Lightning and Magic are virtually tied for highest attack rating, with Sacred and Flame Art coming in second, though Heavy is not far behind thanks to the weapon's fantastic heavy scaling. Cold is also pretty good at 738 attack rating. Like other Great Hammers, you don't really need to do anything but two-hand this weapon to get the most out of it, using Endure when you need to stance break a tough enemy and relying on gem attacks where R1s is needed. Or you can swap to a more offensive Ash of War, then use that instead, but you will still play somewhat similarly. Up next is the Pickaxe. Pickaxe has a unique overhead heavy attack similar to the Great Club, which is a colossal weapon, and it has an average weight for a Great Hammer in Elden Ring weighing 10, and requires 22 strength and 10 dexterity in order to use effectively. The Pickaxe is an interesting Great Hammer that functions more like a Great Axe than a Great Hammer, and in fact cannot be power stanced with other Great Hammers, only other Great Axes. It also does pierce damage, much like the Rusted Anchor, allowing it to deal counter damage, as well as take advantage of the Spear Talisman to further boost counter damage. You can farm it from Miners and Limgrave Panel very early on in the game, and the only real negative is that it's kind of short for a Great Hammer. Endure is not a bad weapon skill, and you can certainly use it with this weapon, or you can change it for something else depending on what you like. Infusion-wise, Fire and Lightning comes in first at 794, with Magic at 783, and Sacred and Flame Art in third at 770. Heavy is not bad at 723, and Cold is 690. This puts it in the middle of the pack damage-wise. I like to dual wield this weapon with a Rusted Anchor, using jump attacks and L1 chains to destroy enemies, taking advantage of counter damage when enemies are attacking. Use the Spear and Claw Talismans and make sure to have good poise so you aren't interrupted. Additionally, set your Infusion Heavy to get the most from the Spear Talisman, since it only boosts physical counter damage. Next we come to the Brick Hammer. The Brick Hammer shares the default moveset of most Great Hammers and deals physical damage. It's tied for the heaviest Great Hammer in Elden Ring, weighing 12.5, and requires 31 points in strength in order to use effectively. The Brick Hammer hits like an absolute truck. It not only has the second highest attack rating of all infusible Great Hammers and phenomenal strength scaling, you can find it very early on in Stormveil Castle, making it a great choice for would-be Great Hammer users. The only negatives are that it's the second shortest Great Hammer and also the heaviest. Barbaric Roar's weapon skill buffs physical damage and strength scaling.
Okay, so for the Spear Talisman, also, it buffs any weapon that does pierce damage, which you can see in its description. Which means, like, all swords are going to be buffed by it.
Well, that's good then.
You know, axes, certain axes anyways. But, like, you know, something like a hammer is probably not.
While also changing the charge heavy
Some
attack
of them
weapon to
do.
an attack chain for 40 seconds. You can further boost the charge heavy attack damage of this chain by equipping the War Medallion, Island Axe in your offense, and using Spike Crack here. This is not a bad weapon skill, especially using the heavy infusion, but you can also use Stamp Upward Cut, Stamp Sweep, or Lion's Claw. Infusion-wise, Fire and Lightning comes in first at a huge 809 attack rating, with Magic behind in second at 782, and strength and 8 dexterity in order to use effectively. The attack rating of the Battle Hammer is unquestionably solid, and it has fantastic strength scaling. However, it's probably unlikely you'll use this weapon if you're using a Great Hammer, and that's because it's not only the shortest hammer in Elden Ring, but also because the earliest you can get it is in the Lendel Royal Capital, which is quite far into the game, and it can take some time to farm it. You'll likely have a better Great Hammer that's already upgraded by this point. Braggart's Roar is not a bad weapon skill and boosts physical damage by 10%, adds 10% damage negation to all types, and boosts stamina recovery by about 20%. It also changes your charge heavy attack into a running powerful attack that is identical to Warcry. You can further boost the charge heavy attack damage in the same ways the Brick Hammer can. However, you might want to swap it if you don't like this weapon skill. Infusion-wise, Magic and Fire and Lightning are virtually tied for highest attack rating, with Sacred and Flame Art coming in second. Heavy is not bad, as I mentioned, and Cold is just behind Heavy as another viable option. I recommend two-handing this weapon and using a weapon skill like Lion's Claw if you insist on using this weapon. Next we come to the Rotten Battle Hammer. The Rotten Battle Hammer shares the default moveset of most Great Hammers and deals physical damage. It has an average weight for a Great Hammer in Elden Ring, weighing 10, and requires 26 strength and 8 dexterity in order to use effectively. The Rotten Battle Hammer is nearly identical to the Battle Hammer in every way, except that it does about 5% less damage and has Scarlet Rot built up on hit. However, you can't find this weapon until even further in Elden Ring in the Consecrated Snowfield, making it practically a New Game Plus weapon. I like to use this weapon with either the Poison Mist weapon skill with the Blood Infusion in order to be able to set Scarlet Rot, Hemorrhage, and Poison while buffed with Poison Mist. Or you can use something like Stormcaller with either Poison or Blood Infusions to hit rapidly, triggering these status effects. Consider using Lord of Blood's Exaltation and Kindred of Rot's Exaltation with this weapon for increased attack power, and or the White Mask or Mushroom Crown. Next we come to the Celebrant's Skull. The Celebrant's Skull shares the default moveset of most Great Hammers and deals physical damage. It is tied to the lightest Great Hammer in Elden Ring, weighing 8.5, and requires 18 strength and 12 dexterity in order to use it. The Celebrant's Skull might not seem like a good weapon. It has lower attack rating than many Great Hammers, it's quite short for a Great Hammer, and you cannot find it until Altus Plateau. However, it is tied for the lightest Great Hammer, and it grants 20 runes per hit, and has extremely low requirements. Barbaric Roar is not a bad weapon skill, but because this weapon is both short and deals less damage than most Great Hammers, I like to use something like Lion's Claw and use the weapon. Infusion-wise, Fire and Lightning comes in first at 777, with Magic in second at 758, and Sacred and Flame Art in a close third at 750. I like to use Fire to get the highest attack rating possible with this weapon and still maintain decent strength scaling in order to use a Great Shield. I like to pair this weapon with a Great Shield for block counters, which is much easier to do because it's so light compared to other Great Hammers. This allows you to use a Lion's Claw and block counter to stance break bosses quickly and play somewhat similarly to my Tower Knight build. Up next is Great Stars. The Great Star shares the default moveset of most Great Hammers and deals physical damage. It has an average weight for a Great Hammer in Elden Ring, weighing 10, and requires 22 strength and 12 dexterity in order to use effectively. The Great Stars is a fan favorite for a reason, and that's because it's the only Great Hammer with native bleed buildup, and it also heals 1% max HP per hit with the weapon. Otherwise, though, its damage is in the middle of the pack for Great Hammers as its length, and you cannot find it until Altus Plateau, which might take you a while to get to. Endure is not a bad weapon skill, but I prefer something that hits more rapidly to take advantage of both the bleed buildup and healing per hit. Stormcaller is a great choice for this, as is Prelate's Charge. Infusion-wise, Fire and Lightning take the top spot at 779, with Magic at 765, and Sacred and Flame Art at 753. Heavy is at... Note that you can also use the Dragon Communion Seal to get farmed pretty early in the game, and the 3% max HP healing per kill can be invaluable early on. And since you usually kill things in 1 or 2 hits with it, it typically performs better than Great Stars in terms of healing while exploring the world of Elden Ring. Barbaric Roar is not a bad weapon skill, so you can use this or any other weapon skill you like. I like the Royal Knight's Resolve or Determination for easy kills with jump attacks or charged heavy attacks. Infusion-wise, Fire Lightning comes in first at 789 with Magic at 776, and Sacred and Flame are just behind at 775. Heavy is not bad at 726, but Cold actually has no intelligence scaling with this weapon for some reason, so I don't recommend selecting that infusion, as quality actually outperforms it in terms of attack rating. I like to play this weapon as a mage build using the magic infusion and cranking intelligence. You can two-hand this weapon somewhat easily with 15 strength, but 22 strength is not a lot in order to be able to single-hand it either. This allows you to cast spells effectively while still maintaining high damage. You can take advantage of Ritual Sword Talisman easily, since you still gain the HP back when killing enemies with spells. If you use Assassin's Sterling Dagger, then you can get your FP back when you stand break enemies, and then cast spells to get your HP back, rinse and repeat. So that wraps up our video on how Great Hammers are the best weapon in Elden Ring. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It's been a while.
Happy Independence Day, everyone!
Happy Independence Day.
I've got a deal for you this Independence Day.
This week only to celebrate our freedom.
Shapiro, I
In
don't
the
care
Elden
about the deal you have for me this Independence Day.
Video, I'm going to be showing you why hammers are the best weapon in Elden Ring. This is the 19th video in a series where we go through all the weapons in a given weapon category, show you their pros and cons, and help you make better decisions about why you might want to use them in your build or not. Before we get into the hammers themselves, however, first let's talk about the pros and cons of hammers and the playstyles that I think most people using hammers will use. The pros of this weapon group are that they tend to have very high stance damage, particularly when doing block counters or charged heavy attacks, and they do more stance damage than any weapon in Elden Ring that's not great or colossal. So that's particularly good. If you want to do stance breaks and you like using charged heavy attacks or block counters, then this weapon is very good. Flails have the same amount of stance damage, and they typically have a little bit more reach when doing block counters, although the angle can be a bit tricky. However, their wind up on charged heavy attacks is longer in my experience than hammers. So if you like charged heavy attacks, hammers is better of the two options. The cons of this weapon group is that they can tend to be quite short compared to some other weapons in the game. Their dual wield attacks are not synced.
Excuse me, partner.
For these weapons, and they tend to not have too many status effects on weapons, though a couple of them do. And talking a little bit about the playstyles I think most people use before we get into the unique hammers themselves, I think most people playing with a hammer will use a great shield or a shield and play a block counter build, particularly because the stance damage on block counters is so good, and because this weapon group has 4 dual wield attack animations. Okay, let's take a look at Vari's Bouquet, which is the first unique hammer. Vari's Bouquet shares the default attack of other hammers and deals physical damage. It's the lightest hammer in Elden Ring Wing 2 and requires 8 strength, 16 dexterity, and 24 arcane in order to use. Vari's Bouquet has very, very low attack rating. It's very, very low. It's the second shortest hammer in Elden Ring, difficult to acquire, and can be missed if you don't dexterity and 24 arcane in order to use. Vari's Bouquet has very, very low attack rating.
Well,
it's
this
very,
a
it's
legendary
the second
armament,
shortest
bro.
There's a weapon for everyone. Probably part of the
hammer
Earth tree
in
or
Elden
something.
Ring. It can be difficult to acquire and can be missed if you don't know what to do, and it has some of the highest stat requirements for a hammer. However, it is the lightest hammer, it does have good bleed build-up on hit, and it can be buffed with grease or other weapon buff spells. Its weapon skill, Blood Tax, is holy damage. It's the third lightest hammer in Elden Ring Wing 4, and requires 10 strength, 12 dexterity, and 16 faith in order to use. The Envoy's next is the Nox Flowing Hammer. The Nox Flowing Hammer shares the default attack of other hammers and deals physical damage. It's the second heaviest hammer in Elden Ring, weighing 6.5, and requires 17 strength and 7 dexterity in order to use. The Nox Flowing Hammer is the shortest hammer in Elden Ring, and you can't find it until fairly far into the game. But it does have pretty high attack rating, it scales with strength very well, allowing for a great shield turn easily, and its weapon skill Flowing Form is quite deadly. Flowing Form swings the hammer in a medium-ish wide sweep that tends to cause enemies to flinch before hitting the dirt. This allows you to chain it over and over, not allowing the
Yes, I have the Lord Sauron
armor.
armor.
Dexterity in order to use. The ring, make sure you have those. Elden Ring weighing 4.5 and requires 12 strength, 18 dexterity, and 21 intelligence in order to wield. Even though the Scepter of All-Knowing is tied for the longest hammer in Elden Ring, and it's the only unique hammer that has a thrusting variant, you still cannot use it until very late into the game, and it has high requirements for hammer, and its weapon skill is not very good.
Nice
Knowledge about all debuffs nearby enemies and yourself, reducing magic and holy negation by 10% for 60 seconds for a whopping 35 FP to use. Since the weapon itself deals about 40% magic damage, that's only a 5% increase in melee attacks, making it better suited to debuff bosses or a larger group of enemies before spellcasting. However, considering its rather short range and cost, you'd likely be better off just casting another spell for 35 FP most of the time.
Shield
this weapon is around
nice.
50 dex and minimum requirements in strength and intelligence, but intelligence does not scale terribly up to 50, and you can get some points out of strength as well, which you might want to in order to use a better shield. However, I find that the damage you lose from pumping into instead of dex isn't too bad, which allows you to use better staves and cast sorceries with higher potency. This weapon should be fine damage-wise, at least through Journey 2, but it might struggle hammers and deals physical and holy damage. It's one of the heavier hammers in Elden Ring Wing 6 and requires 20 strength, 12 dexterity, and 19 faith in order to use. America's Hammer is one of the shorter hammers in Elden Ring. You can't find it until the very end of the game, making it a Journey 2 weapon. It has high requirements for a hammer, and it does some holy damage, which many base game bosses are resistant to. However, it has the highest attack rating of all unique hammers, most of the damage is physical, and it has one of the deadliest weapon skills in Elden Ring. Gold Breaker causes your character to leap forward into the air, slamming your hammer down in a rather large AoE, dealing both physical and holy damage that tends to make enemies flinch. What makes this skill so great is two things. First, if you make it into the air, you're virtually uninterruptible, allowing you to spam the skill rather easily since enemies flinch when struck most of the time, giving you time to use it back to back. And second, if you connect with both the hammer itself and the AoE, you will deal...
That fucking jump scare, bro. Ooh.
stance damage, allowing you to stance break majority of bosses in only 2 hits with a bit of practice and a little luck. The sweet spot for this weapon is around 50 strength with minimum requirements in dexterity and faith.
Like, it literally
However,
startled
it's a good
me when
idea
I heard
with
it.
faith for in case.
It is borderline iconic though, Shot.
So next up are the infusible hammers, starting with the club. The club has an R1 attack chain that operates just like the stone club, striking rapidly and deals physical damage, and has an average weight for a hammer in Elden Ring 5 and requires 10 strength in order to use. The club is longer than most hammers in Elden Ring. It can be found extremely early in the game. It has the lowest stat requirements of all hammers, and it attacks very quickly compared to other hammers. However, it does have the lowest attack rating of all infusible hammers. Its weapon skill Barbaric War is not bad and further increases the physical damage you do with the weapon. Next is the Curved Club. The Curved Club shares the default attack of other hammers and deals physical damage. It has an average weight for a hammer in Elden Ring 5 and requires 11 strength and 7 dexterity in order to use. On initial inspection, the Curved Club doesn't...
I think a terrible thing is about to happen.
What?
Your cat.
I'm suspecting that myself.
It is one of the shorter hammers in Elden Ring, and it has lower attack rating than a lot of other infusible hammers. However, you can get it early on in the game, and it has
Really?
making it ideal to use the Great Shield. And just like the club, it has the weapon skill Barbaric War, which is not a bad choice as long as you have decent poise. Infusion-wise, Magic comes in first at 656 attack rating, Sacred and Flame Art second at 638, and Fire and Lightning both third at 634. However, Heavy is not that far behind at 620, outperforming Keen by 45 points. I like to use this weapon with Heavy Infusion since it's not that far behind the top 3 and allows you to buff the weapon with Barbaric War more effectively by keeping the weapon all physical damage, and also allows you to use the Great Shield pretty easily with it. And if you don't use Barbaric War, you can always buff your weapon with Grease as well, pushing you over the other infusions and damage when you need it most. Up next is the Spike Club. The Spike Club has a unique R2 attack and deals physical damage. It has an average weight for a hammer in Elden Ring 5 and requires 12 strength and 7 dexterity in order to use. The Spike Club is one of 3 hammers with natively build up on it. It can be found extremely early on in the game, and it is actually decent quality scaling that makes it great for a Journey 2 playthrough. However, it is one of the shorter hammers in Elden Ring, and you don't trigger hammers nearly as often as you'd hope when using this weapon. It also has the weapon skill Barbaric Roar, which is not bad, again, as long as you have poise, but it's particularly good on this weapon because of the bleed build up that can often trigger from the attack chain that changes when buffing with this war. Infusion-wise, Sacred and Flame Art coming in at 675, with Magic just behind at 673, and Fire and Lightning just behind that at 670. Heavy outperforms Keen 604 to 576, with Cold doing 593. However, Quality comes in here at 573, which is not that far behind either Keen or Heavy, meaning it should easily overtake either of these infusions in Journey 2, where you can take Strength and Dexterity up to 80 with better results. Because Fire is pretty far ahead of Heavy in terms of attack rating, I recommend taking this infusion here in order to take advantage of that, and still use a Great Shield easily due to Strength scaling. You can also go the Cold route if you want to have dual status effects, because Cold also scales well with Strength. Up next is the Stone Club. The Stone Club has an R1 attack chain that operates just like the club, striking rapidly and deals physical damage. It is the heaviest hammer in Elden Ring 7 and requires 16 strength and 8 dexterity in order to use. The Stone Club slaps hard and should be considered by any player looking to use a hammer in Elden Ring. It's one of the longest hammers, it can be found somewhat early in the game, it attacks more quickly than most other hammers, and it has the highest potential attack rating of all hammers in the game. The only drawbacks are that it is the heaviest hammer, weighing 7, and Kick is not a great weapon skill in PvE. Kick is not particularly good since it's used to open up shield-wielding enemies and players to critical attacks by breaking their guard. However, there are not that many enemies that this applies to, and usually you can just wait for those enemies to attack you and block counter, so I highly recommend swapping this to another weapon skill when you can. Infusion-wise, Fire and Lightning comes in first at 718 attack rating, with Magic close second at 714, and Sacred and Flame Art coming in at 685. Heavy outperforms Keen 660 to 641, and Cold actually outperforms Heavy, making it a good choice since it still has good strength scaling, and you can attack quickly with this weapon, triggering Frostbite fast in many cases. I like to play this weapon with very high attack rating with Flaming Strike and the Fire Infusion because you can hit close to 900 attack rating when set up this way with Ritual Sword Talisman, which is very high for a weapon that weighs 7. Additionally, you could use the Jellyfish Shield to further buff your damage while also using pop counters. Up next is the Mace. The Mace has a unique R2 attack and deals physical damage. It has an average weight for a hammer in Elden Ring weighing 4.5 and requires 12 strength and 7 dexterity in order to use. The Mace is neither a fantastic weapon nor a poor one. It's one of the shorter hammers in Elden Ring, but you can purchase it in Round Table Hold early on, and it has decent attack rating. As with the Stone Club, Kick is not a particularly good weapon skill, so I highly recommend swapping this to another one when you can. Any of the ones I
just ended my stream because I had the game
mentioned
closed
so far are fun. Infusion-wise, Sacred Flame comes in first at 660 with Magic virtually tied at 658 and Fire and Lightning just behind at 654. Heavy outperforms Keen 6...
saving resources.
Heavy outperforms Keen 609 to 5. Comes in first at 660 with Magic virtually tied at 658 and Fire and Lightning just behind at 654. Heavy outperforms Keen 609 587 with Cold coming in at 599. I like to play this weapon with the Sacred or Flame Art infusions and a Great Shield to get that traditional Paladin feeling. You can split attributes between Strength and Faith to use a Great Shield and the Clawmark Seal to cast spells like Golden Vow, which really helps you to crank up your damage. I also really like the Lightning Slash Acid War for this weapon since it does have Sacred as an infusion option and still buffs the weapon, and you can also use it easily after a stance break or sometimes after a block counter. Next up is the Morning Star. The Morning Star shares a thrusting attack at the end of its R1 attack change as well as a rolling R1 with the Scepter of All-Knowing, but deals physical damage. It has an average weight for a hammer in Elden Ring weighing 5 and requires 12 strength and 8 dexterity in order to use. The Morning Star is not the most powerful hammer in Elden Ring, and it's quite short, but it does have bleed build up on hit and it can be found quite early, and it's a decent quality scaling weapon, making it good for Journey 2. As with the Stone Club and Mace, Kick is not a particularly good weapon skill, so I highly recommend swapping this to another one when you can. Any of the ones I suggested so far are good. Infusion-wise, Magic and Sacred and Flame Art are tied at 662 attack rating with Fire and Lightning coming in second. Keen outperforms Heavy with his hammer, but only by 3 attack rating, and Cold is just behind at 566. Quality is not far behind that either at 564. I like to play this weapon with a Heavy infusion, dipping a few points into Faith and Arcane in order to use Blood Flame Blade with it, or just use Blood Grease. Otherwise, you don't see much result from the bleed effect, which normally only triggers maybe once per boss fight. This also allows you to crank strength and use a Great Shield as well for block counters. Next is the War Pick. The War Pick shares the default attack of other hammers and deals physical damage. It's the second lightest hammer in Elden Ring weighing 2.5 and requires 11 strength and 9 dexterity in order to use. The War Pick is an interesting hammer because it's extremely lightweight at 2.5. It does piercing damage instead of strike despite what the weapon displays, and it can be found early in the game. The biggest downside, and it's a big one, is that it has very low attack rating for hammer, second only to Varus Bouquet. As with the Stone Club, Mace, and Morning Star, Kick is not a particularly good weapon. Yeah. Up next is the Hammer. The Hammer shares the default attack of other hammers and deals physical damage. It's the second heaviest hammer in Elden Ring, weighing 6.5 and requires 14 strength and 7 dexterity in order to use. The Hammer is a solid choice for this weapon group because of its very high attack rating and the fact that it is the second longest hammer in Elden Ring. However, you cannot get it until very late in the game in the Royal Capital, and it's missable, so you're much more likely that you'll use something else by the time you can get this one. Again, Kick is not a particularly good weapon skill, so I highly recommend swapping this out with another one. Infusion-wise, Fire and Lightning comes in first at 692 attack that stomps the ground and deals physical damage. It's one of the heavier hammers in Elden Ring, weighing 6 and requires 13 strength and 13 dexterity in order to use. The Monk's Flame Mace has solid attack rating for a hammer. It can be found pretty early in Elden Ring. It has great keen scaling if you want a good dexterity option for a hammer. And again, Kick is not a particularly good weapon skill on it, so I highly recommend replacing it as soon as you can. Infusion-wise, Magic comes in first at 685 attack rating, then Fire and Lightning at 682, and finally Sacred and Flame Art at 664. Keen outperforms Heavy by a whopping 43 points, with Cold at 614 attack rating. I like to lean into the keen aspect of this weapon when using it, though it can make it challenging to use a Great Shield.
Oh, there's an NPC tweaking right now. Where are you going, bud? What the fuck? Of course, around the corner. Yeah, you're dead. And y'all people deserve to get burned. Y'all were evil. Alright.
I think I'm gonna use this Great Mace. Seems
Yeah?
kinda cool. Yeah, I like the look of it a lot. Which is perhaps the biggest factor in me deciding what I'm going to use.
Well, then you gotta go Dark Prince Trip.
Look, if I find something that looks very Dark Prince, I'll consider it. I'm gonna go level this thing. I wish I had a great test dummy to try out weapons on.
No?
Do you have a test dummy you like using?
Oh, I don't have one in particular. I haven't really. You've experimented way more than I did. Early.
Well,
Steve
what's a
found the
goofy day?
Ordovis Great
No
Sword.
matter its appearance,
Committed
then.
to the Ordovis.
No, I found Ordorvis on my second playthrough. I didn't use it all my first.
Well, what did you use on your first playthrough?
I used the original sword without leveling it up for way too long.
The longsword?
Yeah.
That's why he's the GOAT!
Then I found like a twirly axe that I used. Then I found I used the spear that you got from the one commander guy.
Partisan?
Yeah.
The
And then I
Reitnir?
used Serpent Hunter. Yeah. And then I used Serpent Hunter, and then I never stopped using Serpent Hunter. Serpent Hunter was my old main back in the day. But we've moved on. I mean, Serpent Hunter is still really good, honestly. But it doesn't have the raw DPS output or Dormus
I'm to
has.
use this thing, I need some more strength. So time to
No!
go...
No!
Yes. So time to go use another tier or whatever.
Fucking fly people, dude. Get away. You. You're gross. You're gross.
What's it? The larva?
God.
Where's the larva?
You. Get away from me.
Oh sure, I still have one. Even though this is still my first playthrough, and I'm like halfway through the game. This is my second time redistributing my stats.
I only did it once. My first playthrough.
Probably shouldn't.
And I relocated literally everything into strength.
Is it thy way?
Oh
Yes,
Lord.
I wish to be born again.
It's a fucking dancing lion, dude.
Okay, for strength, we need at least 28 strength.
Fuck, dude, these guys are
Faith,
cracked.
I'd like to get to 15 faith again.
Holy sh...
Being able to get flame grant me strength seems pretty
Dude,
good.
why are these guys insane? Like this fucking NPC is better than fucking bosses. Oh my god! Holy shit!
I would.
Okay, hold on.
No! Please, no!
Let's check the
Shit.
stats I need to use some of this equipment. I only need 13 dex to use the claymore. 13 dex to use Orgrigus.
No!
Like, all of the things I use don't take very much dex, even though I've been
Holy
sitting at like 18.
shit.
I was sitting at 18 dex in case I wanted to use like Bloodhound Fang. But to be honest, I don't. So we're gonna.
Dude, I was fighting for my life against a lion beast guy.
We're gonna take everything out of dex.
Fuck. No. Fuck.
And then for my spells.
Bruh.
Well, I need for the spells I currently use an arcane. I need 10 arcane if I want to use Blood Flame Blade. But Blood Flame Blade isn't even that good. Is it worth 3 arcane stats to use Blood Flame Blade?
I don't know. I mean, it does really go with the Lord Sauron drip for sure.
Oh, true. I could be Sauron with this mace. So we get 28 strength. We'll stay at 13 dex. That seems good. Maybe we go 14. Hold on. I'm gonna go back and look at what I could.
Fucking birds. Fucking birds.
What would it... Is there anything that takes 14 dex that I might use? The Flembeer does, but that thing's not up my alley. The Grafted Blade Greatsword does, but that thing's whack. I need a little more dex to use some of these great axes if I choose to use those instead. Need 14 dex for the Commander Standard, which is kind of a cool.
Not another fucking one of these guys, dude. No.
Yeah, you know, we'll sit at 14 dex. That seems like a good
Is it thy wish? Now.
Okay, so 14 dex, 28 strength.
Dude, fucking shit! I'm dead. Okay.
15 faith.
Bro, the lion warriors are literally harder than bosses.
I liked having 15 mind. That was a very good amount for me.
I'm at 20, but you probably use a little more than I do.
I have 15. Or 20. Well, I guess you're a lot more level.
Yeah, I'm around triple your level, I think.
I mean, I use it for my Skelebros. Yeah, I guess you don't have to use any for a summon. So to use your health for a summon instead.
Yeah.
And the question becomes, how much do I... We're gonna put 10 into Arcane to use Blood Flame Blades down. And then how much do we put into vigor and endurance? Or do we just ignore those two entirely and go all strength?
Base?
I think I want to live. We can go 35 vigor and 24 endurance.
I'm completely washed right now, so I'm gonna go get summoned in the final boss. That's my way of being unwashed.
What's the balance of endurance and vigor I want? How much endurance do I need is basically the question. That's kind of a hard thing to say.
Oh my god, dude, I'm getting summoned instantly in the final boss. I feel bad for whoever is
Oh,
summoning
you know
me,
what?
because
I
they're
actually
not.
do need a little more endurance because this thing's heavy.
I gotta lock in. I'm about to go fight the hardest boss in the game again. Fuck. Currently locking in.
Be not, and I would but. Art thou now?
Yeah, we definitely want more endurance.
Now.
So 28 strength,
Yo, does this guy use the Great Star's hammer? That's the one I use.
15, 10. We lost some of our health. A tragedy.
Yeah, I actually didn't use Ordorvis to beat the final boss. It was the only boss in the DLC I didn't use it for.
It wasn't good enough.
Well, the thing is, Ordorvis is very good if you have enough time to punish. The final boss, you never have time to punish with a good like a big old swing. Like maybe the small charge, but at that point, like I might as well use something else. I'm saying a prayer before we go in.
Do you know what the ruptured crystal tear does? Causes concoction to explode in mixed psychic.
I don't think I've ever seen someone use that before.
I'm just confused as to what it does.
I just got hit through the fucking wall, bro. Here we go. Target me.
Dude, why is the beast cleric been attacking me?
I don't know.
I thought we were friends, dude. I've been feeding you death.
He died. The guy who showed me died instantly.
I've been feeding you death. Why? Why do you betray me? Has he ever attacked you?
If sometimes. Go to sleep. Did the gargoyle attack him? Because that can make him aggro.
I literally just TP'd here, and he attacked me as soon as I loaded in.
Oh, I don't know. I think he's just opting for you. I would rest. He might stop. Hey, dude, you get summoned instantly. No, I was trying to help the guy at the final boss, and he died like 5 seconds. I mean, I don't blame him. The fight's really hard, but like 5 seconds in the fight, this guy got folded. My son. Let's do this.
Yeah, this thing does incredible stuff.
With Orvis?
No, this mace.
No.
Like, I don't need Ashes of War. This thing just does it with its heavy attacks and base. We rest. Let's head back and see if he's calmed it down. Like, I needed more death. I was thought to myself.
Fuck, I hate that attack. The host died again instantly! Dude!
No,
Dude,
he's still aggro, dude.
The host is dying instantly.
I must consume more. He killed me.
You might just have to leave and like let him simmer for a second.
You've never had to fight him before. Did you complete his quest line?
I know I did anger him at one point, and I didn't know why.
I literally didn't attack him. Dude, with the mace, I proc my healing from critical attacks twice.
Is that because you hit him twice with your mace?
Yeah.
Oh? Well, good for you.
That is the same amount of healing, too. Go see your dog.
Guys, come on! I know we can do better than this.
I'm gonna go see Turtle Pope. Maybe he knows something about this.
Second phase? Oh shit! We're cooking, fellas. We're cooking.
Greetings. I see you have undergone absolution. The miracle miracle that blossoms from these grounds. Good.
We died
As such,
instantly.
the
What?
bond you may have strained or severed has been
Bro, we got the
restored to
second
its
phase so
rightful
quick,
state
and our
of
guy died
harmony.
literally
Be
instantly on
mindful
second
not to
phase.
take for granted the serenity restored by this miracle, and take care never to break a bond again. You know, it's
I want to beat Radon again, bro.
when he glimpsed, and as such, my faith does not waver. The miracle rooted in these grounds will once again mend the world, and this time its bounty will not be squandered. If you would be Elden Lord tarnished, I hope that you too will share my faith.
What are you doing right now?
Trying to figure this out. I've gone to atone, but I don't have any absolution. I used it to try to atone with the sorceress down in the basement, which worked. She's no longer my enemy, but it didn't really do anything, so I shouldn't have used it.
Well, I'm pretty sure you can just continue her quest line as normal now.
Yeah, well, I can't even talk to her to do anything, so. Why are you even off now if you used to cleric mode? You know, who might know something about this? The guy who pointed me to you. That seems pretty likely. So the round table hold. You did this! You did this to me! You must take responsibility.
Hello there. What can I do for you?
You have nothing. You have no dialogue. Fuck you, D. You're worthless. Useless wanker. That's what I think.
Oh, huge stagger.
What if I told you it was a small stagger?
I've literally never staggered Radon before, so I'm taking this.
Let's go gambling.
Yes! Second phase, second phase! Come on, gentlemen. We can do this. Host, stay alive! Oh, he's nuking. Host, get out of there. Get out of there, Host! Come on! Come on, fellas. Fuck. Come on, stay alive, stay alive! I fucking love this music, holy shit. Run, fellas! Fellas, run! Fellas, run! Stay alive! Stay alive! Stay alive! Come on! Dude, zip up!
Yeah, from a single critical with this thing, I get like a quarter of my health. Maybe more. There's actually a ton of healing with this.
Fellas, run! He's nuking! Fellas, run! Stay alive, host! Stay alive! Stay alive! Come on! No! No!
If he dies, is it over?
Yeah, if the host dies, it's over. We got him to 20% health. Dang.
Are you but a finger?
Yeah, I'm a finger. I'm the kid named Finger.
What does that even mean? I've never understood.
I think it's like it was like it's like a meme. It's like fuck. How can I say it?
Absurdist?
No, it's like the deranged like evolution of like the kid named something like the teacher says like fuck.
Teacher says fuck, they would never.
Well,
Yeah, I'm loving this thing. Like, the light attacks are actually still really surprisingly fast. Like, the light attacks are easily as fast as a greatsword.
it's like okay, it's like the meme where it's like, hey, everyone step on the mat. And it's like the kid named Matt,
Yeah.
and then like somehow like there was like a fingering joke about someone's name, and then it changed into, instead of the name, it was a kid named Finger because like someone intentionally misinterpreted it, and the picture was Mike Ehrmantraut. And now, kid named Finger is just...
Walter, put your dick away, Walter. I'm not doing that with you right now. Inventory. Can I check where all my smithing stones are in the inventory?
Let's get this shit, fellas.
Okay. A bunch of ones, a bunch of threes, a bunch of twos and fours. It's just gonna cost me an arm and a leg.
What the fuck I'm dodging, though?
Alright, I think I need 12 of these. I think I need 11 of these. I think I need 12 of these. And That's all I can afford at the moment. Yeah, we're cooked. We are going to go broke. I've been upgrading too many weapons.
Oh, quick second phase.
I could have leveled a lot more if I haven't been upgrading all these weapons.
Fuck. Well, you're actually pretty leveled for being in Landell anyway, so you're probably good for levels there.
Back already, no matter.
Live! Survive!
Back already, no matter.
Fuck!
I've used all of my runes in storage with this shield, bro.
Well, I did not get grabbed by that.
I'm afraid you did.
Back already, no matter.
All right, teammate, how are you dying when I'm the one taking all the damage here? I don't blame him. I don't blame him.
Sounds like you're blaming him.
In the moment I was, but I can forgive dying to this man.
Oh, I can use Earth Shatter with this thing? Hammer down! Oh, I could put back on Wild Strikes if I... Let's go back and fight these guys again. These little grumblies that are great for runnies. Let's see how much more damage I'm doing with all these upgrades.
I have a Mayhow buddy. I hope we have vigor, because
I'm usually doing like 5 times as much damage or something.
I'm talking about the mage guy who summoned me. He's a mage build, and he's got jack shit for armor. Oh, buddy's got the blasphemous blade on. Oh, he's sweating up. Oh, insane second phase, gentlemen. Oh, this guy's watching the cutscene. I don't think this guy's done this before. I gotta turn it out. This cutscene goes crazy. Lord, brother. Holy. Nope. Sorry, Mikola. Not happening. Fuck. Oh, God. Fuck! Stay alive! Stay alive! No! Well, I don't think that guy ever has gotten second phase before, and he died literally instantly. So, you know, I'm not gonna blame him. Go in there, my king. Oh, buddy. What are you... Why using the Millennia attack? That's not gonna do shit. Stop using the Millennia attack. You're gonna die. Why is that in your repertoire of moves? All right, second phase. Second phase. Oh, buddy, you gotta live. You gotta live. What? Bro, you died when he wasn't looking at you. Oh man. What are you up to?
Exploring the city.
Stream for me. Stream for me.
I'm slaughtering the marshmallows for no reason.
Monster.
Other
Monster.
than to try my new mace. You know,
This guy's not good.
it didn't give me 2 healing against these enemies. It might have only been against that specific enemy type that I got 2 per. Which is strange. It was a little pike. Do we go this way or do we go up? No, up.
No.
Can I not do a guard counter with this?
I would think you can.
Is this crossbow here? Is this crossbow down? I'm up on this. He's just playing the flute. Should I interrupt him?
You can, if you don't want to listen to the flute.
Oh, there he is. Oh, it's fucking Crossbow. So good at getting on my chains. Oh, brother! This guy's goated! Dude! Fine! Do the one thing I'm supposed to do. Crossbows are so dangerous. These guys are goats.
This is a good run, fellas. Run! Run, boys, run!
He has so much poise. Oh, this game needs Destiny UI to tell me what buffs I have active.
Run, boys, run! Run! Shut up! Heal! No! Of course. He's on 20% HP. No! You just had to avoid the nuke attack. We had that in the bag. Are you just routinely killing the marshmallows? Or are you like, oh, you died in the flute, man. That's right. Cat. Wow. Wow. Well, I just got summoned and I think... Okay.
So true.
I got summoned and I instantly got sent back. I didn't even enter the boss room.
You didn't want to. You knew you were wrong.
I haven't died yet. Every single time the host has died. Again, I am using a shield, but still, you know.
You should be getting in there and tanking for him.
I'm trying, man, but like literally sometimes they're dying while the boss is attacking me. And there's a giant meteor attack that they have to run away from. There's no way of absorbing the damage. Oh, it's this guy again.
Oh my god. Crossbow. Tarnished. I'll chase you to the ends of the earth.
Oh, insane second phase. Holy shit. The thorns are really good on this dude.
Bro. What? There goes like...
What even is that attack?
There goes like 35,000 rings. That was a level's worth.
What? I did not get hugged by that.
I think I'm actually gonna get off for now.
This is it, boys. This is it, boys. Stay alive. The host died before